After several delays, the Chad Stahelski directed Highlander Reboot is finally set to begin filming next year.
At last, the gathering.
In this video, I'll explain why the casting of Henry Cavill, Russell Crowe and Jeremy Irons in their respective roles is kinda crazy. But in the case of Jeremy Irons especially, crazy good. My name is David McMurdo and welcome to Highlander Lore, where you learn the deepest Highlander lore from a Highlander. In my channel trailer, I mentioned having a Highlander tattoo, but I don't think even that conveys just how obsessed I am with the Highlander franchise. I literally know it off by heart.
Do the words compulsive obsessive mean anything to you?
This makes it so easy to find the clips I need for these videos, and it also means I have a whole lot to say about all of it, including this reboot. So prepare yourselves. Let's start by addressing Henry Cavill being cast as Connor Macleod. As with Christopher Lambert, who played Connor Macleod in the original movie, and Adrian Paul, who played Duncan Macleod in the TV series, Henry Cavill is not Scottish, much less a Scottish Highlander. Like Adrian Paul, he's actually English. And let me be clear, I don't care. I only care that he does a good job, which of course he will because he's Henry Cavill. In fact, I, a Scottish Highlander, am officially giving Henry Cavill a Highlander pass.
He's a Highlander, by God.
But let me tell you why his Connor Macleod will necessarily be a different kind of character than the original Connor Macleod, as played by Christopher Lambert. It's because the original Connor Macleod was an awkward oddball. He spends most of his time alone looking very miserable, and whenever he does interact with others, he can often come across as cheeky at best.
You want to dine in the hall, or shall we step inside?
Or creepy at worst.
Why are you asking me about the garden? Have you been following me?
I'd like to walk you home, Brenda.
Now this was a deliberate creative decision to convey the idea that, after over 4 centuries of life, Connor has become a world-weary, isolated man who's haunted by his past in a way he can never quite escape. And Christopher Lambert's performance certainly puts that across.
You ever get over to New Jersey, Nash?
Not if I can help it.
You talk funny, Nash. Where are you from?
Lots of different places.
But how audiences, particularly a modern mainstream audience, respond to that is a different issue. Reaction videos are one of my guilty pleasures, and I found it amusing how so many people, women in particular, just don't know how to interpret the character.
I'd like to walk you home, Brenda.
This is getting weird.
I can take care of myself.
He didn't deny following her, and he knew her name. And he's wearing a trench coat.
I just did not care for this movie. It was not for me. I mean, I know that this movie has kind of a cult following from my understanding, and maybe I just needed to watch this in the 80s to fully get it and to fully get into it and fully get invested. But I just feel like it doesn't really hold up now.
So when I heard that Henry Cavill had been cast as Connor Macleod, I knew they were going to portray the character differently. Simply because you could be the greatest actor in the world, but if you look like Henry Cavill, the archetypal Chad that oozes charisma, you cannot convincingly present yourself as an ostracized recluse. And I'm fine with this. Not only do I not have a problem with such reinterpretations, I think it's a smart decision from a marketing standpoint. Trust me, the reactions of those women to Henry Cavill's Connor Macleod will be very different.
Is that true? Are they... Okay, it looks like they're doing a remake with Henry Cavill. Is that true? I didn't care for this one, but I maybe would be interested in watching that.
Excuse me?
The casting of Dave Bautista as the Kurgan is perfect to me. I thought he would make an excellent Kurgan ever since I saw his performance as Tong Po in the Kickboxer reboot. I just hope he discards his latest look and bulks up for the role.
You will always be weaker than I.
How about Russell Crowe's Ramirez? Yes, he's a great actor, but given that Ramirez is still called Ramirez, I'm going to assume that he's still originally an Egyptian that's living his Spanish incarnation.
I cannot swim, you Spanish peacock.
I'm not Spanish, I'm Egyptian.
You said you were from Spain. You're a liar.
So why cast an actor from New Zealand? This may seem like an odd objection since I gave Henry Cavill a Highlander pass, but Henry Cavill's physical appearance could be that of a Scot. In no way does Russell Crowe look Egyptian. Of course, the old joke is that in the original Highlander movie you have Sean Connery, a Scotsman, playing a Spanish-presenting Egyptian, and maybe Crowe's casting is a deliberate joke of that kind. And don't get me wrong, I'm not angry about Crowe's casting or anything. I just think there might be better choices. I mean, what's Antonio Banderas up to these days? Being Spanish and now 65 years old, wouldn't he be the perfect actor to play a wise Egyptian/Spanish mentor?
Who knows, Highlander? Who knows?
Now before I get to the most exciting news from the Highlander reboot, please like the video, click the bell icon for notifications and subscribe. It'll really help this fledgling channel. Also check out the description box for links to the Highlander Lore X and Patreon accounts.
This is about money to you? Don't you get it, Macleod? It's always about money.
Patreon is the perfect platform for forms of content that don't suit YouTube, such as the monthly Highlander Lore podcast, the first episode of which is available now for free.
Are we friends? Then don't insult our friendship. I don't need your money.
So, Jeremy Irons has apparently been cast as a Watcher in this Highlander reboot. Who are the Watchers, you may or may not be asking? The Watchers are a secret society of mortals that have existed for as long as the Immortals themselves. Their purpose, as indicated by their oath to observe, record but never interfere with the Immortals, is to serve as historians. In the TV series, Duncan MacLeod discovers and soon befriends Joe Dawson, the Watcher that's assigned to him personally.
And this?
It's one of our chronicles. That disappeared 500 years ago. Somehow, Darius got it. It's part of a record we keep of immortals.
So you can hunt us?
No. We observe, we record, but we never interfere.
Their relationship and the complexities that come with an Immortal and a Watcher being both friends and allies provide many of the show's greatest stories.
MacLeod became more important to you than your oath, than your duty.
His fight with Gillan was part of the game, and you interfered.
Joe became such an important character in the show that he narrated its opening from season 2 onwards.
I am a Watcher, part of a secret society of men and women who observe and record, but never interfere. We know the truth about immortals. In the end, there can be only one. May it be Duncan MacLeod, the Highlander.
Here we are! However, not only is Jeremy Irons' role described as an antagonistic one, an alleged synopsis that leaked online states that his character and other rogue Watchers are working with the Kurgan in order to learn the secret of immortality for themselves. This wouldn't be the first time that rogue Watchers have teamed up with villainous Immortals. One of my favourite episodes from season 3 is called They Also Serve, and it's about a Watcher called Rita that takes a young Immortal called Christian under her wing like a surrogate son, abusing her knowledge as a Watcher to give him an unfair advantage over Immortals far older and more powerful.
If you want to fight, let me get my sword.
Oh no, I don't want to fight. No, I want your head.
In fact, it wouldn't even be the first time that a Watcher studied the Immortals with the intention of becoming immortal themselves.
Why do you think I became a Watcher? It sure as hell wasn't to spend the rest of my life looking through bloody keyholes at you. It was to be you.
And none of this is to mention the Hunters, rogue Watchers like James Horton that actively hunt Immortals.
Your kind are a shadow on the face of the earth, a loathsome abomination. How dare you place yourselves above us?
The exact nature of Watcher that Jeremy Irons will play remains to be seen, but here's what's so crazily exciting about this news. The Watchers were originally only introduced in the TV series. Christopher Lambert's Connor MacLeod never once interacted with a Watcher on screen, so I'm really excited to see how this new dynamic interplays with those elements of the original Highlander movie that the reboot is remaining true to. There's been a lot more casting news than that too. We'll also have Karen Gillan as Heather, Connor's wife in medieval Scotland, Marisa Abela as Connor's modern day love interest who is apparently not Brenda Wyatt in this reboot, as well as Zhang, Drew McIntyre, Siobhán Cullen, Djimon Hounsou, Jun Jong-seo, Nassim Lyes and Kevin McKidd in other roles. You may recognise Scottish actor Kevin McKidd from a variety of places including Trainspotting and HBO's Rome. At one time it was rumoured that he would play Connor MacLeod in the new Highlander, and it would have been a great choice, but it was not to be.
As the Spanish say, que sera, sera. What will be, will be.
At the moment, that's all I've got to say about the Highlander reboot, but stay tuned for more of my thoughts on it, and especially for a whole load of deep dives on the original Highlander universe. For now, leave a comment letting me know what you think, Check out the Highlander Lore links in the description box below, and remember, in the end, there can be only one.